Lockie!
Lockie! Lockie!
Lockie!
Look, are you sure he would have come here?
Yeah, he wasn't in class after recess. He always climbs over the fence and comes down here.
Well, maybe he's just gone home.
No, we checked. Mr. and Mrs. Healy weren't there either.
Lockie! 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 Lockie!
Dash!
Oh, God, Lockie!
No, just give him some room.
Yeah, I think. No breathing.
Is there a pulse?
Yeah. Alright. Okay, mate. You okay?
It's all
Yeah?
over, Lockie. It's all right.
Okay. It's okay.
You're
Alright,
safe
take
now.
a couple of big, deep breaths in for me, buddy. Have you seen this before?
Oh, Doctor. How's Lockie?
Are the parents here yet?
They're on their way. Is he going to be okay?
Yeah, he'll be fine.
And what about the bruise?
It's difficult to tell how he might have got it.
Well, we still have to report it and speak to the child unless you can tell us for sure it's not physical abuse.
Look, there are no other marks on the body. We could be talking about a simple fall. I'd want to be sure of my facts.
That is what we're trying to do.
Dr. Farrell?
Lachlan's parents?
Doug Healy, my wife, Karen.
Hello. Hi. Look, your boy's fine. I'd just like to keep him under observation for a few hours, just in case.
Can we see him?
Yes, of course.
Come on, Jessie, Jessie.
Mrs. Healy. I mean, Karen.
Dash, look at you.
I know. I took your advice. I joined the force.
Congratulations. I have to go. I
Okay.
might see you later.
Bye-bye. That's my old geography teacher from Year 12.
She's done all right for herself, hasn't she?
Yeah, but Doug Healy was a car salesman when she was teaching.
Yeah, but I mean, he owns half of Mount Thomas now, doesn't he?
Yes, that's because he's now on the council.
Well, I still reckon we should keep an eye on them.
Adam, I doubt whether they're child beaters.
Yeah, when I was a little boy, I had a friend who climbed into an old fridge. But he wasn't lucky enough to have a policeman come along and rescue him.
What was his name?
It doesn't matter. What matters is that you've learned a lesson. You think you have? Oh. Huh. Huh. Can't thank you enough, Constable.
Just doing our job, Mr. Healy.
Well, Karen and I are very grateful.
All hail the conquering hero. Well done, mate.
I tell you what, we're lucky we got to that kid in time.
Oh, I'm glad to know the first aid course wasn't a complete waste of time. Good work.
Thanks, boss.
I wish I could say the same for you, McKinley. Would you like to tell me what this is supposed to be?
The Orville brief.
It's extremely brief. Half of it's missing. No charge record, no summary.
That's funny.
It wouldn't be very funny if it ended up in court in this condition.
No, I mean, I know I put it in there. Hang on a tick.
What about this child? Do you think he'd been abused or not?
Well, I don't know. We rang Human Services, but we couldn't interview him because the parents were there. But the doctor seems to think that bruise could have come from a fall. Or...
Ah, the Persian princess. I've heard a whisper about her.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Didn't Sandra Milburn say there was some sort of history with this child?
Well, she said he just keeps climbing over the back fence. That's it.
All right, you and Cooper go and have another talk to her after you find the rest of this paperwork.
Hey, Adam.
Hey, Bryce.
Next time you rescue the boss's son, save some of the glory for me, eh? I could use it.
Yeah, he's in a bit of a grump, so...
Hey, is Doug Healy your boss?
Yeah, he runs Spin Motors, that's right. Look, I won't keep you long. I just wanted to drop in your ticket for tonight's talk.
Oh, yeah.
Do? What's this do?
Mr. Healy's fundraising dinner. He's running for election to the council.
Are you going to Councillor Healy's re-election, do, Adam?
Yeah, is there something wrong with it?
No, it's fine.
$25, thanks, mate.
Yeah. Only got 20. Is that all right?
You can owe me.
No, it's all right, hang on. Maggie, have you got $5 I can borrow?
Oh, not until you give him back 50 you already owe me. Don't look at me. I'm skint till payday.
Here you go, mate. Hate for you to miss out on the do. Take it out of your blood.
Righty out, see you tonight.
Yep.
And where's something...
McKinley, I'm still waiting.
Well, I give up. It's not here. Yeah, it's because it's here. How did it get there?
I give up.
Come on, look. Dash McKinley doesn't leave half a brief sitting on someone else's desk and then forget she put it there. It's the appointment, isn't it?
Not the appointment.
It's the appointment.
Why would you think being told a little thing like I'm going to live or die would interfere with my work?
Dash. You're not gonna die.
You don't know that. So let's just get on with it. Excuse me. Sandra.
Hello. How's Lockie?
Oh, they're sending him home from hospital this afternoon.
That's good. I hope this cures him of running away, but somehow I doubt it.
Seen any signs of physical injury on Lockie before?
No, but maybe I should have looked. I'm afraid I feel a bit responsible.
Well, have you had an indication of abuse?
You'll be discreet.
Is it Mrs. Healy?
Oh, God, no. She seems like the perfect mother. It's his father. He's so, foul-tempered.
What have you seen him do?
Well, there was one morning. Lachlan obviously didn't want to come to school. His father dragged him all the way from his car to the classroom. I thought he was going to rip the poor kid's arm off.
Lockie, can we have a look at that bruise on your tummy? How'd you get that, mate?
I don't know. Did someone give it to you? Lockie? I fell.
You know, if someone's hurting you and you tell us about it, we can stop them hurting you.
Did someone hit you? No, I fell down.
Right, you hold on to him for us. We'll get somebody over straight away. Thank you. How'd you two go?
Well, the kid says no one's touched him. The mother says the same thing. And the worst the teacher can say about Doug Healy is that he handled the kid a bit roughly, so...
Doesn't mean he belted him. What do you think, McKinley?
Oh, sorry, what?
Lachlan Healy, has he been assaulted or not?
Not by Karen. And I can't see her staying with a guy that'd do that either.
Well, I mean, something's worrying him. His work's poor, his attendance is poor, and when he is at school, he jumps over the back fence.
You're going to have to do better than that. Ask her to keep an eye on the situation and let us know if anything changes. In the meantime, Dawson's, they're holding onto a shop before us.
2 men's, 3 ladies' gold-coloured watches.
And you've got a shop here too on Mondays and Fridays.
Gives me the weekend to go shopping.
Mr. Flanagan, so this is our shoplifter, eh?
Evening, Senior Sergeant Croydon.
Yeah, nice little haul, too. What's the best-dressed shoplifter wearing this season?
Just try and keep your hands in your pockets in future, will you?
You're getting all dolled up for the night to do, are you, Adam?
All right, Cooper, we know you like the shirt. Just process it and put it away.
Very nice. Who are you playing?
A couple of blokes from St
You're
David's.
taking them on all by yourself.
No, a bit of help from Buggerlugs over there. Oi, where are you going? Car's out front, mate. Come on. Hurry up. Come on.
Very nice.
Hey, let's go. Let's get into it.
Hey.
Bye. See you later.
Since when has PJ been into squash? Never, as far as I know. Oh, male bonding. No, yeah, male ego tripping. Hey, do you guys need a hand? No. You get changed, you go home.
Quick, that one.
Man, Thomas, Police Constable. Karen, just calm down. Well, have you called an ambulance? No, that's all right. We'll do that for you, and we'll get someone over there straight away. Boss?
What?
That was Karen Healy. Her baby stopped breathing.
What about her husband?
Well, he should be at the office, but he's not there.
All right, you better try and find him. I'll call an ambulance.
Hello? Mr. Healy? You're not allowed to do that. Mr. Healy, I came to tell you your baby's sick.
Oh. I don't believe you've met my personal assistant, Clever, in that.
Oh, Doug, thank God.
It's okay.
Oh, Doug. She just stopped breathing. I was so frightened.
Look, it's okay. She's going to be fine.
How is she? Is she going to be all right?
She's breathing normally.
Thank God.
Well, do you know what caused it?
It doesn't appear to be a structural problem. Most likely it's sleep apnea. That's where some babies stop breathing for brief periods.
I don't understand how.
Is her cot well ventilated?
Yes.
And an even temperature in the room?
Yes, I make sure she doesn't sleep with her face down. I take every precaution.
Look, Karen's very particular. So what happens now?
Well, we'll keep her overnight for observation. Then I would suggest we give you an apnea monitor to take home. It'll just keep a check on her breathing.
Can we see her now?
Of course. Just this way.
Look, I don't see the point in distressing Karen any more than she is, do you?
Well, I know how concerned you are about Karen's distress.
Oh, well, let's put it this way, then. I'd hate to have cause to complain about your professional conduct.
It wouldn't be my conduct I'd be worrying about if I were you.
No, McKinley.
But Karen deserves to know that the man she's married is a cheat and a liar.
You went there in uniform on business. This is entirely another matter. Despite what you think, Doug Healy has the right to expect discretion.
Well, it does throw another light onto Lachlan's injuries.
Because he had an affair. On that basis, you'd have to lock up half the married population.
Oh, great. I'll remember that when I'm thinking about getting hitched myself.
Anyway, most people don't appreciate being told. There are times when you prefer not to know the bad stuff.
Tell me about it.
Oh, yes, right. Your appointment. When is it?
In about an hour.
You okay to get there?
I'm fine, but, you know, I can postpone it if it's
No,
not convenient.
it's fine, it's fine. Oh, listen, Dawson's rang. They want their shirt back.
OK, I'll take a photo of it and, I'll drop it off my way there.
Oh, I swear to God, I've pulled a muscle.
You need a rub down?
Hey, how'd you pull up, partner?
Oh, mate, I could do it all again.
So how did you two go?
Oh, well, PJ was a bit rusty to start with, but he came good in the end. He was all right.
I was good. I thought I was good.
Congratulations, you two. This is quite an achievement.
Yeah, but not enough to get us into the Gazette. You've got to hobnob with the elite to do that. Check this out.
Oi, yeah.
Was that taken at Councillor Healy's fundraising do?
Yeah.
His child was taken to hospital last night and he still went.
Did you happen to make a loan out of the property cage with that shirt, mate?
No, I did not.
It's not there.
What are you talking about?
That shirt, I can't find it. It's not there.
Don't look at me. I didn't take it.
Nobody said you did, mate.
Well, you seemed to think so a minute ago.
That was a joke.
Good joke. I didn't take it. OK?
So who was the last to leave?
I was.
Well, that doesn't help us very much. Try and remember what happened before you locked up.
Well, the last I remember the shirt was here. Ben and PJ went off to their squash match, then the phone rang and Dash went to the hospital.
So what did you do with the stolen property before you left?
Well, I finished writing it in the book and put it in the cage.
And nothing happened, nothing to distract you?
Not that I can remember, no.
All I found was my smelly squash shirt.
There's nothing here either.
It's a serious breach of security. If we don't find it, the inspector will have to be notified. ESD involved.
Fantastic, and they'll make a beeline for me.
Cooper, if you did take that shirt...
Boss, the shirt in the picture is a linen one. I'll bring it in.
Yes, well, unfortunately, it might come to that.
Dash?
Oh, sorry.
The shirt. Did you find it?
No, it's not here.
Aren't you supposed to be somewhere?
Yes, I'm on my way.
Dash? Listen, can't you help me out here? I can't afford to have ESD all over me.
Just tell the truth. It'll be all
Look,
right.
you know what they're like, you know? They'll have my cards marked. One mistake
What do
and
you
I'll be
want me to do
gone.
about it?
Well, you're the only other one it could have been. You must remember something.
Adam, not today.
Sorry. I wasn't thinking.
No, you weren't.
It'll be okay, Dash.
What if it's not?
Well, then I'll still be here for you. Do you want me to come to the hospital?
Just be here when I get back. Hi.
Hello.
She okay?
She's breathing normally now.
Oh, you gave your mummy and daddy a big fright. So your your husband's fundraising didn't seem to go well.
Oh, yes, you read the papers. Oh, he wanted to stay with us, but I told him he should go.
It's a pity you couldn't have gone as well.
Oh, no. Claire goes to all those sorts of things.
That must be lonely for you.
Sometimes. But I can't really complain. Long hours are part of the job, and he only does it for us anyway.
Well, I'd better be going.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
It's not going to be in the fridge, boss.
Anyway, I mean, I've found things in some very strange places in the past, and don't forget the freezer.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, The cancer's gone.
Fantastic. That's great news. You made my month. Congratulations.
Well, we're going to have to make it a celebration.
Can't think of a better excuse.
No, I don't want to make a fuss.
I tell you what, everyone, I'll buy drinks tonight. It's my
I
show.
drink water.
That's what I love about you, Dash. You're a cheap date.
Well, I'm better take this off.
Yes, well, desks. Let's look at all the desks again.
Yes, we've done them 4 times already.
Your own. This time, everybody do somebody else. All right.
So what did the doctor actually say?
Oh, that I'd probably live until I'm 80.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, you don't seem too happy about it.
I'm just relieved, that's all.
Dash.
McKinley? I just found this in your drawer. Would you care to explain?
Well, I must have been holding it when Karen rang and then stuffed it in there for safekeeping and forgotten.
So why didn't you find it when you searched the desk?
I don't know. I must have been not concentrating.
Well, I must say that's not all that unusual for you lately.
No, I'm sorry.
And it's not all that surprising under the circumstances. I know this must have been a terrible ordeal for you.
Boss?
At least it's all over now. Unfortunately, I'd already called ESD, but I've called them back and explained the situation, and under the circumstances, they're prepared to leave it at that.
Thank you.
Dash. It's all over now. Thank God. Let's get our mind back on the job, eh?
Hey, I'm sorry I didn't mean to get you into trouble.
Don't worry about it. Did he give you a hard time?
No, he's actually quite sweet.
Oh, yeah. He's a real sweetheart.
Well, he would have copped a lot of flack if the shirt hadn't been found.
Yeah, but why does he automatically assume that it's me that's taken it?
Cut your whinging, mate. The boss couldn't help the way it looked. He was just doing his job.
He virtually accused me of stealing the bloody thing.
Wasn't my intention, Cooper.
Well, that's the way it seemed.
Well, I'm sorry if that's the case.
And that's it, is it?
What do you want, Cooper? A commendation? A piece of evidence went missing. We made a thorough search. I make no apologies for it. It's called accountability.
Hey, what about our girl? Hey, what about it? We're running a marathon before we know it.
That's fantastic news. Good on you, Dan.
What's the petition for? Oh, bloody council trying to block off Penhope Road, turning it into a pedestrian walk.
Car parks in Penhope Road.
Precisely. So what do you think's going to happen to my business when no one can park their cars here?
Why would they do something like that?
Well, if the cars can't go down Penhope Road, they'll have to go down Miller Street, which is where that new drive-in bottle shop is.
Which is owned by Councillor Doug Healy.
Got to do it.
I wish I could sign.
Yeah, me too. Well, why can't you?
No, we can't. You know, police regulations, all that stuff. Here you go.
Oh, for God's
Sorry.
sake.
You having a drink?
No, I won't. Thank
Okay.
you.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
It's just that I've never seen anybody so unwilling to come to their own celebration.
Oh, no, I just got a bit of a headache, that's all. No, I won't be long.
Okay.
Come in.
Hey.
Hey.
I was wondering where you were.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't in much of a mood for a celebration.
Yeah, well, I'm not in much of a party mood either.
You got what you wanted, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I'm a lucky kid again.
Dash, you didn't go to your appointment today, did you?
Is it that obvious?
Well, not to the others, maybe.
Oh, I couldn't face the possibility that it might not go my way. That it might have spread everywhere and that I was going to...
Hey. Listen, you want to know something? This morning when you came back, I knew you were lying. I didn't know why. I thought maybe you'd had bad news. You know, so I rang the doctor's rooms and I found out you didn't go. I don't think I've ever been so relieved about anything in my whole life.
Is that important to you? What happens to me?
What do you think? For a minute there, I thought I was going to lose you. I don't think I've been so frightened in my life.
Thank you for making me feel safe. I haven't felt like that since I got sick.
Dash, you know you're still going to have to run up to the doctor, don't you?
I know. Yeah, I'm going to ring and make an appointment first thing.
Good. I'll come with you, hey?
Adam, I don't want you.
Listen, I thought you said I made you feel safe.
Yes, you make me feel very safe.
Yeah, and besides, someone has to be there to push you through the door so you don't chicken out again.
Oh, you'd all been so nice, I just couldn't tell you.
Well, we were worried about you. When Maggie got home and found you weren't there, she didn't know what to think.
Stayed at your mum's, didn't you?
Yeah.
Boss, can we have some time to go to the hospital?
Well, both of you?
Oh, yeah, I thought Dash might want some moral support.
If you needed moral support, you should have said so yesterday.
I'm sorry.
Look, I understand how scared you must feel, but it's a bit easier if you share the way you're feeling.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, all right, go on, off you go. And Dash, good luck.
Well, they can't find any evidence of the cancer.
So, that's it?
I have a clean bill of health. I can't believe I could have found out a day sooner.
I'm so happy for you.
Somebody help us, please. It's Jessica. She won't wake up.
Come here, mate. Come here.
Cyanotic. No obstruction.
Is she going to be all right?
Mrs. Healy, you'll have to leave the room.
No, I need to know she's going to be all right.
No, come on, Karen.
No.
Karen.
Constable.
Yep. Karen, look, she'll have a better chance if we let the doctor concentrate and get out of here, okay?
Yes, she's breathing.
Oh.
Constable McKinley, what can you tell me about Mrs. Healy?
In relation to what?
I'd like to build a profile of the family, and it would help if I had some background information.
Well, why don't you ask her?
People outside the immediate family circle often have a more unbiased perception.
Doctor, maybe you better tell me what this is all about.
This is the second incident of apnea in as many days, and quite frankly, I am beginning to wonder if Jessica is the one with the medical problem.
Are you saying that Karen's imagining it?
She could be making her own child ill.
No. Not Karen.
There doesn't seem to be any other explanation.
Well, maybe you just haven't tried hard enough to find out what's wrong.
Constable, I can assure you
Or maybe
that
you've
isn't...
got the wrong parent. If anyone in that family is hurting the kids, it would be Doug.
I'd still be at the hospital, but poor Jessica's just about out of clean nappies.
Ah, cloth nappies. Most people use disposables these days.
Yes, and most people don't care enough about the environment.
So, where's Mr. Healy?
Oh, he's at the office. He took Lockie with him.
Oh, on a Saturday.
He's very busy. Have you heard of this new pedestrian mall Doug's mapping at Penhope Road? People won't have to breathe those horrible car things when they're shopping.
Karen, he owns a car yard.
So?
So I guess, you know, some people say one thing and then they go and do another.
Is this a social visit or...?
Look, there's been some suggestion that someone's deliberately hurting Jessica. And I don't think you're responsible, so that only leaves Mr. Healy.
I see. So somewhere between council meetings and business conferences, my husband sneaks into our baby's room and stops her breathing. He must be cleverer than I thought.
Look, I don't know how it's happening, but there's got to be some sort of explanation in it.
There is an explanation. My baby's sick.
Second time.
Took you so long?
Oh, Chris was just a little bit busy and I had a few things to do.
These few things wouldn't have anything to do with Karen Healy, would they? Before you open your mouth and put your foot in it, Dr. Farah just rang.
Well, Dash just wanted to check.
Thank you, Cooper. You're as responsible for this as she is.
Look, boss, that doctor doesn't know Karen like I do. Dash, at the hospital at St David's, their records show that Jessica's been seen on 2 occasions.
Did you know this?
What, for the same complaint?
Yeah, apnea. Mrs. Healy claimed that the first time she was visiting friends, the second time she was out doing some shopping, she went back to the car and she found Jessica not breathing. Well, that could have been legitimate. Except the hospital have done numerous tests and they can't find anything wrong.
And she's already taken the baby to 3 GPs in the area. Hard to credit.
We should have a chat to Dr. Farah.
Munchausen syndrome by proxy. It's a form of child abuse. Offenders believe the only way they can actually get anyone to care for them is through their child's illness.
It's a pretty serious allegation.
I wouldn't be making it unless I had serious grounds for concern.
Does she know what she's doing?
Oh, yes and no. It's hard to know what she believes is real, but I think she actually convinces herself the child really is sick.
And do you think her husband's got any idea what's going on?
I'd say there's a fair chance he doesn't.
Your 1/3 has been changed to 2.
Mr. Healy. Can I help you?
Is everything all right in there?
Oh, my son having a silk. Ignore him. What can I do for you?
Well, we'd like to speak to you in private, if we may.
Well, there's nothing you can say to me you couldn't say in front of Claire.
Well, what we'd like to talk about, sir, is what's happening with your daughter, Jessica.
What's that got to do with you? It's a medical problem.
Well, you see, the doctor's not so sure about that.
You think I've been abusing her or something?
No, not you, no.
Karen? You've got to be joking.
So we are really only making inquiries at this stage, but if there is a problem with your wife and daughter, talking about it might help.
What you're suggesting is patently absurd. My wife dotes on that baby.
Are you sure that everything's all right?
Yeah,
here?
of course it is.
I don't know, Doug. He's been going on for a long time.
I'll check.
Well, fine, check. Then would you mind getting out of here so I can get some work done?
You all right? Let me take a look at that, huh? Mr. Healy?
He's just acting up.
Have you seen this?
That wasn't there before.
I think it's fractured.
Lachlan was playing happily. Then we heard him wailing, and he came in complaining his arm hurt.
Did you get a good look at it yourself?
I tried, but Doug looked and he said there was nothing wrong.
Well, we've spoken to the doctor at the hospital and it appears that the boy's arm is broken.
Well, it didn't look like it to us, I can assure you.
Miss Burnett, you do have plenty of reason to want to protect Mr. Healy, don't you?
Oh, so Constable McKinley did tell you. I didn't think she could keep her mouth shut.
Oh, well, you haven't answered my question.
Yes, I'm sleeping with Doug. He's married, which complicates things. But our relationship is based on mutual attraction, and I don't happen to find child abuse a turn on, do you?
You still haven't answered my question. Would you lie to protect Mr. Healy?
No, I wouldn't.
She's not exactly an unbiased witness, is she?
Oh, I think she's fairly straight.
How did you two go at the hospital? Child protection turned up yet?
Yeah, the poor little kid's got his arm in plaster.
Well, did he say anything?
Well, he's in shock. I don't think we got the full story.
I would have thought you'd have a rapport with him after the other day.
Well, he says he fell down. Do the adults say differently?
But as a matter of fact, they're all in furious agreement.
What about these allegations of Dr. Farah's against Mrs. Healy?
Well, Doug hasn't been much help. No, I just think that we need to catch Karen in the act.
How are you going to manage that?
Karen should be there any minute. She's with her son. Now, any attempt by her to smother the child and you act immediately. Is that understood?
Right, we'll call you.
No, don't wait for me. You run down that corridor and you stop her. Lack of oxygen means a risk of brain damage or worse. Every second counts.
I think if she's going to do anything, she would have done it by now. Why shouldn't she go to the baby?
She's smothering the baby.
Doctor?
The baby.
Slowly sleep.
Please, give me the baby.
Slowly sleep.
Give me the baby. Okay.
Hand the baby out.
Okay.
What are you doing?
It's okay. You're fine. Go ahead. Come on. Everything's fine.
She's unconscious. Heart's okay.
All right, just through here, Mrs.
Karen!
They took Jessica away. They took my baby.
PJ,
Talk later. Stay out of it, McKinley.
I can't believe that Karen Healy would hurt her own child.
I'm sorry, but Maggie and PJ saw it with their own eyes.
Can I see the tape?
I don't think that'd be a good idea.
Boss, I need to be satisfied in my own mind.
I'm here to see my wife, and I've engaged Mr. Corby to represent her. All that shows is Karen comforting Jessica.
Well, it could also be construed that she's suffocating the baby, Mr. Healy.
You give that to the OPP and they'll laugh at you. It'll be thrown out.
I'd expect you to say that, Mr. Corby.
Look, come on, Dash. Help us out here. You know Karen. She wasn't hurting Jessica, was she?
Look, it's pretty damning, but is it enough to convince a jury? Now, that lawyer bloke's right. You could look at it either way.
So Jessica could end up back with the mother?
If we can't get a conviction.
Well, we can't let that happen.
Dash, it's unlikely we're going to get a confession out of Karen. But I have notified welfare for those kids. Okay?
Hey, Dash.
I think we should have a proper celebration tonight.
Okay. I have to do something first, though.
Well, how long are you going to be?
Don't worry, I won't be long.
We'll send someone around as soon as we can. Okay, thanks for that. Right. Hot Burger in Babbage Street. Neighbour heard someone breaking a window.
All right, you and Adam.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Karen, I've seen the tape. We all have.
Oh. You misunderstood. Everybody misunderstood.
God, you must get so lonely sometimes. Doug, all of his different interests.
Oh, you've got no idea.
But I think that you still love Jessica despite everything.
Of course I love her.
Then you have to do the one thing you can still do to help her. You have to tell the truth.
What's going on here?
I'm talking to Karen.
Is this an official investigation?
No, I'm here as a friend.
Then my friendly advice to you is to leave.
Mr. Healy, I think there's a good chance that
I
Karen...
was about to be forced into making a false confession by you. Is that it?
No, that's not it.
Look, I want to make a couple of points very clear, Constable McKinley. One, Karen won't be making any confessions. And two, I intend to have these charges against her thrown out of court.
Seems all clear to me. Doesn't look like you had a chance to grab anything. Go check for fingerprints, eh?
How'd you two go?
Well, I then by the time we got there, whoever it was had disappeared, so...
Your wife came home and secured the place, but the only thing missing was the stereo.
Wrong. The husband just rang. He thinks he'll have $200 on a bedside table.
All right, better get back over there then, eh? Good, bud.
You're wanted in the interview room.
How you going, Lockie? You all right? Yeah? Mate, do you remember before when we were talking about how you hurt your arm?
I fell down.
That's okay, if that's what happened, it's fine. But we just want to make sure. Okay? Good. You can come and sit down over here and have a chat to me? Now, you know how sometimes people like to keep secrets? And that can be real fun, yeah?
Yeah.
But sometimes those secrets are bad and they can hurt you. You know what I mean? That's when you've got to talk to other people about them so that they can help you. So how about you? Have you got any secrets you might like to tell me about? Maybe about how you broke your arm? Did someone hit you?
I didn't.
You mean you fell over?
No, I jumped off the cupboard.
Did you do it on purpose? Is that what you're telling me? You did it deliberately? Why did you do that?
Mummy and Daddy don't love me and...
What's going on here?
Someone's broken in. What does it look like, Adzo?
Did you see anybody loitering around here last night? You were last to leave, weren't you?
Yeah, it was.
All right, I'll let Falcon Price and ESD know. Take a look around, see if you can find anything else, will you?
Property cage is secure.
Oh, none of the firearms have been tampered with. Wait a sec.
Oh, anything gone?
The videotape of Karen's not here.
What, you sure it's in here?
Yeah,
You
I
sure?
entered it into the book myself and I put it in here. I saw you do it.
Let's have a look. Can you tell us your movements last night, please, sir?
Left work about 9, had a bite to eat with Claire and a couple of people from the office, and then I went
And these
home.
friends can confirm this, can they?
Of course they can. Do I look like a cat burglar to you? You're talking to the wrong person. I'd be having a word with Dash McKinley if I were you.
And why is that?
Well, Karen used to be a teacher, and she seems to be involving herself in ways that she shouldn't be in this. I mean, believe me or not, I don't care. But I got home yesterday, and there she was, talking to my wife.
I can't believe you did this, McKinley. Do you realise how damaging this could be for you?
But I didn't do anything wrong. I went over there to try and get Karen to tell the truth.
But that's not Healy's version.
He's lying.
Well, that's all very well, but how do you think this is going to look to an outsider? I mean, you're an old friend of Karen's, known to have a problem with Healy, and then there's the business with the shirt.
I thought we cleared that up.
Yes, but I'd already reported it to ESD. I mean, it's there on record.
That's not fair.
Maybe it's not, but ESD don't know you like I do. All they're going to see is you had some personal stake in this.
You don't think I took that tape, do you?
No, of course I don't. If I were you, I would keep a very low profile for the next few days.
You're hiding in here.
No.
That's right.
Everyone thinks I took the tape.
Nobody
Oh,
thinks
yes, they
that.
do. Everyone does.
Well, I don't.
Now I'm just going to have to prove that it wasn't me.
You don't have to prove anything. It wasn't you.
What if they don't find out who did it? They're always going to be wondering. They're always going to be looking at me. You saw what happened when the shirt went missing.
Listen. Don't worry about it. It'll be okay.
Maybe.
Definitely. Okay?
Dash, I thought you might like to know Karen Healy was admitted to hospital last night. She had a stomach pump.
Yesterday after you left, he was
told me about Claire. He said he'd only kept me around up until now because I was good for his image. He said he'd fix it so I wouldn't be convicted, but that was it. His mother came and took my babies.
Karen, how was he going to fix it?
I don't know.
Was it something to do with the tape?
I don't know. There was some other man.
Where?
At home. I just wanted it all to finish, you know. I took the pills. And then the doorbell rang. And I wanted to make sure it wasn't her in the house. And I knew it wasn't. I heard a male voice.
Did you recognise the man?
Didn't see his face clearly. But I heard his name.
What was it?
I think Doug called him Adam.
Are you sure he would have come here? Yeah, he wasn't in class after recess. He always climbs over the fence and comes down here.
Well, maybe he's just gone home.
No, we checked. Mr. and Mrs. Healy weren't there either.
Lockie!
Lockie! Lockie! Lockie!
Dash!
Oh, God, Lockie! No, just give him some room.
Yeah, I think. No breathing.
Is there a pulse?
Yeah. Okay, mate. Okay. You okay?
It's all
Yeah?
right, Lockie. It's all right.
Okay. It's okay. All
You're
right.
safe
Take a
now.
couple of big, deep breaths in for me, buddy. You seen this before?
Oh, Doctor. How's Lockie?
Are the parents here yet?
They're on their way. Is he going to be okay?
Yeah, he'll be fine.
And what about the bruise?
It's difficult to tell how he might have got it.
Well, we still have to report it and speak to the child, unless you can tell us for sure it's not physical abuse.
Look, there are no other marks on the body. We could be talking about a simple fall. I'd want to be sure of my facts.
That is what we're trying to do.
Dr. Farrell?
Lachlan's parents?
Doug Healy, my wife, Karen.
Hello. Hi. Look, your boy's fine. I'd just like to keep him under observation for a few hours, just in case.
Can we see him?
Yes, of course.
Jessie.
Mrs. Healy. I mean, Karen.
Dash, look at you.
I know, I took your advice. I joined the force.
Congratulations. I have to go. I might see you later.
Bye-bye. That's my old geography teacher from Year 12.
She's done all right for herself, hasn't she?
Yeah, but Doug Healy was a car salesman when she was teaching.
Yeah, but I mean, he owns half of Mount Thomas now, doesn't he?
Yes, that's because he's now on the council.
Well, I still reckon we should keep an eye on them.
Adam, I doubt whether they're child beaters.
Yeah, when I was a little boy, I had a friend who climbed into an old fridge. But he wasn't lucky enough to have a policeman come along and rescue him.
What was his name?
It doesn't matter. What matters is that you've learned a lesson. You think you have? Oh. Huh. Huh. Can't thank you enough, Constable.
Just doing our job, Mr. Healy.
Well, Karen and I are very grateful.
Adam!
Hey.
All hail the conquering hero. Well done, mate.
I tell you what, we're lucky we got to that kid in time.
Oh, I'm glad to know the first aid course wasn't a complete waste of time. Good work.
Thanks, boss.
I wish I could say the same for you, McKinley. Would you like to tell me what this is supposed to be?
The Orville brief.
It's extremely brief. Half of it's missing. No charge record, no summary.
That's funny.
It wouldn't be very funny if it ended up in court in this condition.
No, I mean, I know I put it in there. Hang on a tick.
What about this child? Do you think he'd been abused or not?
Well, I don't know. We rang Human Services, but we couldn't interview him because the parents were there. But the doctor seems to think that bruise could have come from a fall. Or...
Ah, the Persian princess. I've heard a whisper about her.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Didn't Sandra Milburn say there was some sort of history with this child?
Well, she said he just keeps climbing over the back fence. That's it.
All right, you and Cooper go and have another talk to her after you find the rest of this paperwork.
Hey, Adam.
Hey, Bryce.
Next time you rescue the boss's son, save some of the glory for me, eh?